Call of Duty has released their cinematic trailer for Black Ops 7 Zombies. If you haven't seen it, I'll link it in the description below, but I'll show some screenshots from it during this video. What we already know about Black Ops 7 Zombies is that the first map is going to be a transit remake. The only map that we have confirmed that is going to be on the transit map is Farm, as we've seen screenshots of that. We know the Black Ops 6 crew is going to be returning to Black Ops 7 as playable characters, and we also know that the original crew is back, with that being Takeo, Nikolai, Dempsey, and Richtofen. The only other thing we really knew going into this week about Black Ops 7 Zombies is that in transit we were going to be getting a Wonder vehicle, which was essentially what we know about this vehicle is that it's going to have a pack-a-punch on the back and 3 Abomination heads on the front. We assume we're going to have to kill Abominations to get the heads on the vehicle, but none of that is confirmed. The first teaser we received this week was a radio transmission from a pilot of a helicopter or plane, I'm not sure which, and he is essentially going down. He's looking down and he can see that the clouds are glowing purple, there's static electricity everywhere, and he's getting pulled down to the ground. The reason that people are relating this to Nacht der Untoten is because it's very similar to the opening cutscene of Call of Duty Zombies, where you can see the zombie running out from around a plane crash. The second teaser that we got was another radio transmission from a Russian scientist who is essentially saying that they were trying to launch a rocket and all of a sudden they were teleported to what we can assume is the dark ether, and that the rocket is essentially just stuck in place. The rockets are firing, but there is no movement going on. At the end of this, we can hear the zombies breaking in. He starts to panic, and then the transmission ends. A lot of people are linking this to Ascension because of the similarities between the rocket test, and it seems like they're keeping this theme with this version of Transit, where they may bring one map from each of the previous Zombies games into this Transit map, which I think would be a really cool idea, to just bring a portion, just kind of like Revelations was. I think that would be pretty cool. The only other thing that I really wanted to bring up when it comes to this transmission is that the voice in this transmission sounds a lot like Yuri Zavoisky, who is otherwise known as the Pentagon Thief. I think it would be really cool to have him more incorporated in this story. I would love to bring him back, see what he could bring to this new story that we're starting to open up. And I just agree that the voice does sound a lot like his voice actor. The last and final teaser that we got was essentially just the loading screen music for Transit, which we already kind of knew that parts of Transit were going to be in this new Transit remake. There's not a whole lot to talk about there. It's just the third teaser. The next thing that I would like to talk about is something that we received just hours ago, where we finally got the poster for the first map. The next thing that I want to talk about is the poster that we got at the end of the cinematic trailer. That kind of has all the crew in the Wonder vehicle and a bunch of zombies around it with the new villain in the background. The first thing I want to talk about when it comes to this poster is actually the name of the map. Ashes of the Damned is so much better name than we've been getting in Black Ops 6's lifetime. In Black Ops 6, we started out fairly strong with Liberty Falls and Terminus, 2 very short, sweet, interesting names. Liberty Falls maybe less than Terminus, but nevertheless still a little bit better. And then for the rest of the cycle of Black Ops 6, we kind of got into this theme of the Tomb, the Shattered Veil, the Reckoning. We started getting stuck into that cycle where it kind of felt like the names were very similar to the way that they named like World War II maps, which is fine if you want to sprinkle it in one time or for one map or another. But the names really just didn't hit for me in Black Ops 6. Ashes of the Damned definitely hits for me. That's definitely a much better name. It's a step in the right direction in the name of progress towards Black Ops 7, and it just the name alone gives me hope for this map to be another high quality map. Second, I want to talk about the theme of this map. You can see the pickup truck with the crew in it, and the zombies are surrounding it with the new villain in the background. But the theme of the poster and the theme of the new Zombies logo is purple. Now, I've seen a lot of people say they don't like purple themed with zombies, and I get that, but this story seems to be taking place in the Dark Ether, which is the Dark Ether's theme is purple, so I feel like that's what they're going for. I personally am a purple enjoyer, and so I don't mind it as much. I don't know if I like it more than the Black Ops 6 with the orange, but I don't think it's that bad. As we look at this poster, there's a few things that pop out. One, we can see that it looks like kind of right to the left of the new villain's glasses, that kind of looks like an Elder Disciple. So those might be coming back. Below him kind of looks like a Nova Crawler, which those might be coming back, that means. But the big announcement for the Ashes of the Damned map seems to be on the back of the truck and then at the front wheel here, where that looks to be the new denizens. We know that the denizens will be back, and there will be a fog that splits the areas, just like was in the old transit. If that's the new look of the denizen, I have very high hopes for what the denizens will be. Maybe they won't be just annoying little fucks that hide in the mist and annoy the hell out of you. Those actually, the look of these things looks really cool. One thing that I would find very interesting is to see if they could damage the vehicle to a point where maybe we have to keep repairing it or something along those lines. Now, the big draw of this poster that's directing everybody's eyes to it is right in the middle here. It looks like we are about to get zombie bears, which I assume would be the max ammo round, which is a very, very cool max ammo round after we have gotten nothing but vermin and parasites in Black Ops 6. I would love to have a zombie bear max ammo round. I don't think they could have come up with anything cooler. It's very similar. It keeps the theme of the dog rounds, but it seems like it would probably be a bit more challenging to where the max ammo round isn't just a free turn your brain off round just to get a max ammo. And now as we move on to the trailer itself, the first thing that I want to just point out real quickly is that the moment I heard Nikolai's voice, I was very at peace with what this zombies game would be like. I know nothing about it, but just having the OG crew back again, and on top of the fact that I am just a massive Nikolai fan, made me very happy to hear his voice and hear him say "Hell Pigs" again. I can't wait to hear the rest of the characters. I know for myself, I'm pretty much only going to be playing the OG crew when it comes to being able to choose who I want to play. But I just wanted to throw that out there that made me very happy. The main thing that everybody wants to talk about when it comes to the cinematic trailer is, of course, the new villain. Let's just get this out of the way. This is the coolest looking villain that COD Zombies has ever released. I loved the Shadow Man story. I loved Black Ops 3 and everything that it had to do with it. The Shadow Man's look was not all that cool. He was just some dude wearing a hat and that floated around. This villain is badass. He's walking in with his 2 cages with skulls in it. He's got a Western look to him, got the old Western accent, and then he uses those skulls to steal the souls of the entire crew. This is the kind of villain that can revive a series. If there was any doubt, not that I think that COD Zombies is dying by any means, I think it's stronger today than it ever was. And a lot of that is due to, I believe the player base is up way more than what it used to be back in the day. But a character like this can bring old fans and new fans together if it is done the right way. If they don't fumble this story, like they did the end of the Shadow Man story, this could be the start of something new for COD Zombies. One speculation that I thought was particularly cool was that this new villain was actually Jebediah Brown, and these are his 2 angels that he talks about, who came and visited him and told him how to build the Pack-a-Punch. I think that would be a very interesting twist to this entire thing. He fits the look of Buried. He fits the time period. He's got the 2 skulls that he uses as a weapon that also, mind you, are very reminiscent of the Skull of Nansakwe. So do I think that this is Jebediah Brown? No. But I think it would be a really, really cool thing if it turned out that that was true. Another thing that kind of popped into my head that was just kind of a side thought is I don't think it is the same voice actor, but this is a very, very similar accent to the way that Tahm Kench is voiced in League of Legends. And if it was the same voice actor, I think that would be pretty cool because I think that character was done very, very well in that game. And I would love the same for this character. I do not want to see this character crash and burn. There's so much potential with this character right now that it would be a waste of an opportunity if this failed. I also do appreciate the fact that they are bringing in a character that is seemingly could fit the timeline of Buried while doing the remake of essentially the game that had Buried in it. The last thing I want to talk about is the eyes of the characters after they get their soul taken out, and the fact that now their eyes are all matching the new villain's eyes. And so is he soulless? If he is, who took his soul? Is there a bigger player at hand? And if so, how are we going to progress through this new villain and then possibly someone else on top of that who is controlling all of this? But it looks like right now the map will probably start in Janus Towers. So we will begin in Black Ops 6, and then we will have additions of what looks like World at War, Black Ops 1, and Black Ops 2 so far. We will see over the next week if there's more teasers that come out, as we are supposed to get more of a release next week. Maybe we'll get something from Black Ops 3, 4, and Cold War. We'll see as things progress, but this is all the information we really have right now, so we're just kind of speculating and taking things as they are. Thank you guys for watching. I know this is a little different than my normal videos, but zombies is a big part of my gaming life, and I just wanted to make an update on this as the new trailer and the new villain really hyped me up just watching it and got me really excited to play this upcoming Black Ops Zombies game. So if you want more videos like this, drop me a like. It helps me know that you guys enjoyed the video. If you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and subscribe. And I want to thank you guys again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, guys.